Alright, so start by removing your grill. It's pretty easy. You just have the way that the clips go in, just straight down into the bumper. Like this. And like this. And then you have your 2 screws and it's tucked underneath here. Like that. So just take your screws out and pull the top out first. Pull up on the grill. Then remove your screws on the inside of the fender liner over here. So you have one going straight up into the fender. So one goes straight up and then the rest come down. And then you got to get underneath your car and remove any screws attached to your front bumper. So I'm going to go ahead and crawl underneath and remove all the Torx. Okay, now that you pretty much removed everything, all the screws. So here, let me show you what screws go underneath here. So I took all the belly pan off, all the screws, then there's a couple going into the radiator, so you pretty much want it all floppy like this. Then you got these 2. Then you got these ones here, and then, so that's these little flaps here, and those, and then we'll have these screws here, 1, 2, 3, and then you have the one going up into the fender. And then you should be loose now to pull the bumper off. Go ahead and remove the bumper. I like to put some tape right here because the bumper likes to try to scratch the fender. Like this. So this can be the tough part, is getting this part separated from the plastic inside there. So you don't just want to come in here and just yank on it because you're going to rip your tabs. So what I like to do is kind of, it's pretty hard sometimes. So if you can kind of pull up and down on it. So you kind of got to pull up because these tabs right here is what it gets stuck on. So I was pushing up on the bumper to try to release tension on here and then pull it off. If you just start ripping on it, and it can rip your bumper right here. So you can kind of see there's a stress mark right there. And it's really hard, or really easy to rip these. So you gotta be super careful. So let's go to the other side. So I'm gonna push up and pull off. And this one just has these LED fog lights. So it mostly tries to scratch this when you're putting it back on. So the bumper likes to come up and try to scratch that. So I'd like to put some tape here. Right, time to remove intercooler piping, stock ones. Alright, make sure you remove your air guards, which, I mean, you could cut them if you wanted to keep the rest, but the instructions say to remove them, so I'm just going to remove them all. It's up to you. Although I ran these without mine on my, when I had my CTS. Most intercooler kits, you can't even reuse these. I don't think I had them on my CTS one. I wouldn't say most, but some. And they just don't really fit anymore. That one's already broken. Just go ahead and remove those. So this one was broken, this one was broken already, so that made it easy. Take your horn. Flip it up sub. Meow. Do the same thing with the other side. So I thought this intercooler was, you use these holes on this bracket, but that's not the case. What you have to do is drill your own holes into the radiator support after you get these little wing things on, and then you have to drill the holes in the wing things. Kind of weird to me, but okay. So what it is, I went ahead and marked the, I've been holding it with these, it actually works pretty good. I marked the cross member, and then I'm going to drill the cross member and then drill the little intercooler brackets. I'm going to just mark those along with this. And if I have the hog mount, then that shouldn't be a big problem anyways. So I'm going to go ahead and take the intercooler off now and mount or drill the holes. I think this is my good sharp one. This instead. Drill these brackets now.
What? On Minecraft,
Bell, get inside.
On Minecraft and Roblox, they're going to be brothers.
Okay. Alright, let's see how I did. Guess that's pretty much it. You just gotta make sure that you set the intercooler further enough back that these bolts right here come to the front, don't get caught on your crossbar. So, and then one thing I think, I try to put this back in. Hang up on those bolts, so you're gonna have to shave some of this off right here on both sides. So just go ahead and line it up there where it's gonna go, and then just hit it. See where your bolts land, and then where these come off too long, and then just go ahead and cut that back some with like a razor blade or whatever you have. And then this can go back on. So now let's work on the intercooler piping. It should be pretty straightforward. So I have this one. It should just come around like this. It does. So let's go ahead and grab the couplers. I got the couplers here. Let me try to shut this thing up a little bit. It's not so loud. What do we have here? So a slightly reduced one. looks like another slightly reduced one. Straight. And another straight. So this one to this one to this one. That looks right. And then from this one to this one. Okay. So the reduced ones go, the smaller side goes to the car. So this will go on the stock piping, this reduced side. Just go ahead and stick that on there if you want. And then make sure these are all the same. Pretty sure they probably are. 192, 192. These look smaller. 192. Usually have a size right here. This is a 94, 106, 94, 106. These must be the smaller ones. 94, 106. So 0275. So these are the smaller ones. You have two smaller ones, which will be different than the rest of these ones. So just go ahead and grab the smaller one. Yeah. Stab yourself with the wires. It'll feel great. Trust me. And yeah, I'll get that out of here. And then let's take this slider over. Have the starter thing here. That one goes there. And then take a big one, put it right there. Then go ahead and take a straight, put it there. With a coupler that you gotta think into the future, that if you can actually reach it or not with the, and you're not gonna be able to reach it with the bumper on. So if something does happen, I think maybe that'll be the best bet is on the back side. 288. Grab your pipe. Now people use hairspray and what have you, but I think I'll be fine with just nothing because it's pretty new. Once you're ready, just tighten those down. Why does my neighbor's truck have to suck? Make sure it's not rubbing on the AC line over here. It's nice and tight. That ain't going nowhere. That's all I can hang from that. Ooh. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and just do the other side. Ah, good enough back flap on. Okay, so now, they want you to take this and zip tie it. I mean, it doesn't really matter where it goes, honestly. It's gonna pick up air. So wherever you want to put this, here or here, it's all gonna be the same. It's not gonna change anything. You can't have really a, you can't put that in the wrong area pretty much. So go ahead and grab your reduced one, small end on the inner stock piping. Grab your that smells so bad in here. Smaller one. Okay. Take the small end, put it on there. Get your clamp there. Get your next clamp. Take this. I'm gonna put this on first. Just like that. Gotta manipulate this bracket here for the secondary air. So clear that. Yeah, freaking strong. Alright, so I just bent the bracket up. And then just looked at it. Alright, let's see. How can I do this to make it prettier? So let's see, let's go through here. I'll click this in. And then I'll be able to connect it back here. Stock location. Make sure your wiring's not going to rub through. Alright, so take that secondary air clip thing off, and I just pushed it up and then undid the clip and then moved it to the inside here because the wires don't reach if you don't do that. If that makes any sense, hopefully. And then now you're only 2 steps away from the anus. Alright, and there you have it, an intercooler installed on the vehicle. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to find somewhere to put this air temperature sensor. Probably, yeah, your best bet's over here by the horn. Actually, I think I might be able to just clip it on here without sacrificing this bracket. Kind of just clips on right there. If you just, make do with what you have. I just took it and stuck it there. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna nothing's gonna happen. So we're all mounted up here. We ain't going nowhere. It's part of the car now. And then we'll go ahead and reinstall the front bumper, and look how freaking sick it'll look when you see the front mount coming down the road at you. It's gonna be sick, dude. It's almost gonna be as cool as mine. Okay, cool. Let me throw the bumper on. Let's get cracking. Get done with this one. It's taking some time. Takes time to hold it high. Oh, I gotta carve out these stupid things. Stupid. Yeah. Broken. A little higher. Savage. The tape that you put on the fender really helps now if you're by yourself. So you don't have to worry about scratching the crap out of your fender. Holy moly. Holy moly. Okay. Connect your fog lamps up if you have them. Yeah. Yep. Oh, you gotta take these off. Son of a gun. Okay, one thing you have to do is turn your lights out so you can't see anything. On the bracket, or on the bumper here, you gotta take these little dilly poppers off here. Let's see. This thing. That off. see this at all, but this is what I'm taking off. These hit the intercooler. Hate these things. Just never want to cooperate. These little things, air dams. Now you can put the front mount around. There we go. Your sick ass intercooler in the front here. I don't know if you can see that there, but it's really tight fit. And if anything, and that doesn't matter because they hit the radiator support. So this is what it is. You can't see this now. This is how it is. Never noticed that before. There it is. Beautiful intercooler. I'm gonna try to get a better shot of that. Whoa. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead and throw all the screws in, but I also have to do a downpipe, so I'm going to go ahead and start on the downpipe.